Ginger Runner.
What is up, everybody? Ethan Newberry, the Ginger Runner, here for another GingerRunner.com review. Today I'm reviewing a shoe for the trail from a brand I reviewed before and was mixed on, but this shoe I'm less mixed on. It's from INOV-8. It is the INOV-8 TERRACLAW 250. Spicy. After reviewing the x-talon 212 and the Ultra 290 from INOV-8, I was a little skeptical on some of their running shoes, at least fitting my feet and working for my training and races. But I have a number of friends who have recommended the shoe, as well as a number of viewers who recommended checking out the TERRACLAW 250, and I am glad I did. It is a super fun, super fast and nimble reduced running shoe. By no means super cushioned, but for me it works really well in those shorter distances on super dry, super hard packed mountains and trails. Dry ground, good. Wet ground works okay. Muddy ground or super sloppy conditions, this is not going to be the shoe for you. I've put a number of miles on this shoe and I'm happy to report back with some things that I like and dislike about the TERRACLAW 250, starting with things that I like. The grip. This outsole is pretty damn awesome. The lugs on this shoe are by no means the longest or largest in the INOV-8 line, however they do a great job of gripping some of the technical terrain, the dry conditions, give you plenty of grip. I never felt like I was losing any footing or anything like that on steep or technical climbs. Wonderful mix of hard and soft rubber, works in a variety of conditions. Ground feel. I know a lot of people are looking for this in a reduced running shoe. EVA midsole material isn't super soft, but it does give you plenty of ground feel. You're going to feel all the rocks, you're going to feel all the wobbles in the trail. It gives you a great sense of footing, and I think that's a huge perk in this shoe, being so low to the ground with a real simple midsole, thin and light flexible outsole, and no rock plate. It does have its disadvantages, which I'll get to in a little bit. The upper. What I really like about the INOV-8 shoes is that they all tend to fit a little bit like climbing shoes. You're getting your foot in there. It's not going to be the comfiest of upper, but you know you're going to have plenty of rugged protection, and that's what this upper delivers. You have synthetic leather material all around the footbed, providing you with plenty of protection from rocks and pointy objects, plenty of toe protection, and a synthetic, almost canvasy material that comprises the majority of the upper. It lasts a long time, it's super durable, fairly breathable, and it's nice and roomy, which I really like. Plenty of room up there in the midfoot and forefoot. That being said, there are a couple of things I dislike about the TERRACLAW 250. Midsole, as I mentioned, it is a reduced running shoe. There's not a lot of protection or cushioning, so the midsole comes off a bit harsh, and you're not going to get a ton of the protection in the really gnarly stuff. So if you're running on all sorts of super sharp rocks and sharp edges, you're going to feel them. You're going to feel every single one of them. Some people really like that, some people do not. I tend to go either direction depending on what sort of race or training that I'm doing, but for the shorter stuff, anything from 15 miles or below, it's okay. Just know you're not going to get a ton of cushioning. That's not what the shoe is designed for. But that does take me into my next dislike, the lack of comfort. By having a tighter compressed midsole material in combination with harsher, less flexible materials in the upper, you're not going to get a super comfortable shoe. I absolutely refer to this shoe more as a tool rather than something you're really excited to slip on and go for a long run, because it's just going to be super plush and comfortable. It's a shoe that those of you who really like fast, nimble, reduced running shoes are going to really take to. It would be a specialty tool in an arsenal of running shoes. Not the first one I go to for long, comfortable, plush rides, but definitely one that I would lean to for more technical or speed-based workouts on the shorter mountain runs. And finally, it's a minor dislike, but it's something that's really bugged me across the INOV-8 line, and that's the laces. They're super thin, rounded. They don't necessarily stay tied together very well. If you keep them loose, they'll slide all around. If you keep them too tight, it's going to be really troublesome getting those knots undone. Picky about my laces. These I don't necessarily like. And that is it for dislikes about the TERRACLAW 250. Again, I think it's a fun shoe. I've had a lot of fun in it doing shorter distance runs up in the mountains. It's not going to give you a ton of protection, but it's definitely going to be for those of you who like a reduced ride, more ground feel, less protection, and tons of grip. I think it's time to get on with the points. Quality. They built a rugged, rough shoe here in the TERRACLAW 250. I'm going to give it 4 out of 5. Comfort. Not the most comfortable shoe, not designed to be super plush or cushioned by any means, but the materials, again, are kind of what docked this down to a 3 out of 5. Price at $130, I definitely think that's at a higher price point for what I think the shoe is designed to be. 3 out of 5. Looks, I actually kind of dig the looks. I really like this blue welded overlay over the forefoot there. I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 on looks. It's flashy, it's fun. That brings a grand total to 14 out of 20 for the INOV-8 TERRACLAW 250. It's a shoe that I really liked in certain conditions, and I'm actually really curious to see what you guys think, because I know the shoe has been on the market for a while now. So in the comments below of this video, let me know, what do you guys think of the TERRACLAW 250? Have you run in it before? Do you have it in your closet? Have you raced in it? If you want to find out more information about the INOV-8 TERRACLAW 250, I'm working with Running Warehouse. Again, the link is in the description. That takes you to where you can go get the shoe. Plus, there's a 10% off coupon that you can use for all sorts of goods at Running Warehouse. Check it out. Use it. And that is it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, favorite, and subscribe to this channel, youtube.com/thegingerrunner. Of course, I'm on all the social networks. Over on Twitter, it's @thegingerrunner. On Facebook, it's facebook.com/thegingerrunner. On Instagram, it's @EthanNewberry. gingerrunner.com. And don't forget, if you want to help support this channel, go to patreon.com/thegingerrunner. And every single Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm doing live shows with some of your favorite ultra athletes and athletes from the running world. You want to check that out. That's it. Hope you guys are getting out there training hard, racing harder, and partying the hardest. I know I am. We'll see you guys next week. Okay, bye.